And don't let these niggas fool you, bro. Being a good girl gets you nowhere. Nothing. The fuck? They love hoes. I don't care how much a dude say, oh, them hoes.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So again, I always love to come on here and highlight the women who get it. The women who are self-aware, understand that everything is not how women like to paint it when it comes to men, right? Especially when it comes down to dating, and we always say like men don't change and this and that. And I'm a firm believer that men will change and they will show up differently for the women that they feel that that is worthy of receiving a different type of person, right? Just think about it. If you are a man who's used to women who are always trying to get your money, right? You're going to show up a certain way. You just give it, it's strictly transactional. But when it's a woman who's trying to get to know you and she ain't all about just handing her money, you're going to have to come correct. You're going to have to put a little bit more effort in. And I want to share this clip of this woman talking about that, and we're going to come back and talk about it.
And when y'all be saying that men don't change for women, I shut up. There are some women where a man will see her and automatically tighten up. Night and day. The reality is that a man can do me bad, but he get in front of a different type of big mama, and baby, she's strict. Oh, he'll tighten up if he wants to. And it doesn't make you less of a woman if a man chooses to give a different woman a elevated experience. It doesn't mean that you are some woman who's not deserving of love, or you're a woman who's not deserving of peace. It just means that you weren't the person that God probably intended for him, and vice versa. And baby, why are you upset? You should be grateful. Be grateful. So instead of trying to conceptualize and debunk and figure out why another woman is who he chooses, and trying to make it seem like she's just gullible and da-da-da-da-da, make peace with it. Move on. Move on. I don't need to tear down another woman because the man who hurt me is choosing to love her. And honestly, if you ask the right man, I did my big one as well. And I'm a lover girl. Now I'm a lover girl. And back then I probably wasn't. Okay? And that's my business.
I love the fact that she acknowledged that I, as a woman, can be mad that he's treating her differently because I wasn't the woman that was deserved it, basically. Like, she had different standards. She had different boundaries. So it happens so often, and women who are used to the man being one way, they're like, oh, it's fake, or it's phony, and she gonna learn who he really is. No, he's really who he is. You just want a different side out of him. She's bringing a side out of him that he may have always wanted to be, but he couldn't be with you. He had to be more aggressive. He had to be louder. He had to make it purely transactional because he knew that you weren't the woman who deserved a different type of him, right? Women who are fast, who sleep around very easily, who give it up easily, are going to get a different man. But like I said, when you are a woman who sets boundaries, who has standards, he's going to change. And I always feel like women who try to use this conversation around like, well, it don't matter how you dress, men are going to still say what they want to you, do what they want. No, they don't. Me personally, I've never in my adult years had a man just curse me out of my name while I was just walking fully dressed, covered up, very modest, and he just out there cursing me out. Never. Like, they paint this picture like, oh, they just treat us all the same way. No, they will, even down to like how he, and I'm not saying it's okay for men to do that to a woman. That's not what I'm saying. But even down to like how he might try to talk to you, how he might try to get your attention. He might say, excuse me, miss, excuse me, whatever, excuse me, sweetie, whatever. He might say that to a woman who looks a certain way, right? The way that he might perceive her versus how you walking outside with your butt cheeks hanging out, your breasts hanging out. He might be like, yo, can I get your number? Two different type of responses, right? Because it's a different type of woman will make you become a different type of man, and vice versa. It's a real thing. And like I said, I know people like to believe that, oh, you're just being fake. No, I believe that a lot of women change men. I think men end up getting their hearts broken by women. They get done dirty by women. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle that heartbreak. So it turns them into like it turns them up in a not so good way, probably for a lot of them. So when they find a woman who can change that, who can soften up their heart, who can let them know that it's okay to trust the person, to love genuinely, to not have to flash money at her, to have to actually show up, like you, like, oh, I gotta really work for this. And it might be a man who's been wanting that. I'm tired of just having I can get it easy when I want to.
And don't let these niggas fool you, bro. Being a good girl gets you nowhere. Nothing. The fuck? They love hoes. I don't care how much a dude say, oh, them hoes. Them same hoes they be talking about, they be doing OnlyFans, they be selling twat and stuff like that right there, be the same. They be beating down their DM. They be looking at it on Instagram all day. They be asking for, they be buying their only, and looking at their Twitter and some more shit, bitch. Don't never, like, bitch, don't let these fool you. They love them some hoes.
I'm tired of just giving her money and she give me whatever I want. Like, I want to work for it. And you finally meet a woman who makes you work for it. Those women who see that man in that new relationship, she can't stand it. Because she thinks, oh, she thinks she better than me. She just is a different type of woman who got a different man. The man that you had is not the man that she got. And you don't understand it. You don't like it. But you have to know that you got what you attracted.
And let me just say, that saying that y'all be saying, talking about, oh, a man will change for the right woman. A man will change and get his life together for the woman he wants to. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. A grown man is gonna get his life together for himself. It should not take a woman for you to get your life together. I'm sorry. He'll do right by the right woman. Nigga, do right by yourself. Do right for you. Out here ain't got nothing together and you waiting for a woman to come help you get it together? Baby, God made you the provider. God made you the leader. You the one supposed to be leading us through this world. And you mean you gonna sit here and play in all these different women's face and then all of a sudden the right woman gonna come along and you just gonna magically change? I'm not hearing that. And it's crazy because y'all used to have me sitting around thinking it was something wrong with me because these men be playing in my face and I'm like, dang, like I guess he gonna do right by the right woman. No, he's not gonna ever do right until he grow up and want to do something for himself.
What you put out, he gave. What he put out, you gave. And y'all gave it to each other and it was nasty. It was toxic. It wasn't healthy at all. So I need women to understand that we set the tone. As I've always said, we set the standard. If we show up accordingly, if we show up and we move accordingly, men will conform. They will. They will conform without hesitation, in my opinion.
All men are looking for virgins.
Yes. Men don't have a choice anymore. We're dealing with women who will be lucky if she only slept with 5 guys. More women are sleeping with more guys than ever before. Right?
Yeah, but why is that wrong? Because
this is not what men value. Whatever you are conditioned to believe is not what men value.
What some men don't value. I don't agree with that.
All men with self-respect and that are not lying would pick a woman that wasn't making herself available to most men. This is who we are at our core.
But if it's so easy for them because there's every other woman out there that's going to allow it, why would they not? I say this a lot of times to women. When you're dating, you have to recognize that women are out here having the most craziest standards. They're asking for the most wildest things. And they're also making it very easy for men. So when you meet a man and you like, I can't believe people do this. I can't believe people say this. You have to be mindful that the women that he's had in his life, the last 5 women probably let him do it. So he's only doing what he's been allowed to do. Until you let him know that ain't gonna work over here, he will do it. That's just us as people. We will do what we're allowed to do. And we'll do it over and over and over again until it doesn't work. I get what I want. You get what you want. And it's done. But in reality, we know that every woman doesn't show up that way. But it's more women who do than don't, which makes it a problem for a lot of women trying to figure out why he acting like that with me, but he was like that with her. Sis, you're not her. You're masculine. She's feminine. You have a nasty attitude. She has a very soft, sweet, assertive, knows what she wants, has boundaries type of woman. Right? You have no class. Every word that comes out your mouth is a curse word. You emasculate him. You make him feel like he's not worth anything but if he has money. Your love is conditional. How you treated him was conditional. Everything was a transactional. And for her, she wants to see him as him. She's not chasing him for his money. She wants to see the character. And she's making him know how to move and show up as himself without just saying about his money, his job, whatever it might be. So women have to understand that we set the tone, and he will change. A man will certainly change for the right woman. They do it all the time. We don't like to believe it. We don't like to accept it, but it is what it is. And you got to just take that. Like she said, I wasn't that girl back then. I am now, but I wasn't back then. And once I can recognize that, if I had been a different woman, I could have got a different man out of that same man who I thought I hated. It was terrible, blah, 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 blah. We did that to each other. But when I look back at it now and where I am and who he's with now and what he got, it's different. She pulled a different side of him out of him. And you got to respect that. You got to respect. You can't hate on it because you couldn't be that woman, or you refused to be that woman, or you didn't take the time to get to know that man for who he was. So I just want to let ladies know this. I want to, like I said, I always want to highlight when we can take accountability and recognize what we're not doing right in these relationships, and how we can change things with men for the good and for the bad. Okay, for the good and for the bad. But let me know your thoughts on this topic. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. Of course, like the video if you enjoyed the conversation. Join the Patreon. The link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.